welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. If this is your first time here, hi, hello, how are you? I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what's up? How are you doing? I hope you guys are following me on Instagram. I do post over there quite a lot, and I would love to have you. So today I'm doing a general session. This is a general energy reading for the collective, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private sessions. All that information is down in my description box, and my contact information will be somewhere on the screen. All right, so I was guided to the Kuan Yin Oracle. I know a lot of people are having a really hard time right now. The energy is weird. It's weird energy, but good things are coming. Good things are happening, okay? It may not feel like it, but there's a purpose and a reason for everything under the sun, so they say, right? So, all right, I hope you guys are feeling well, and let's see what the Kuan Yin Oracle brings us. All right, I will read a little bit from the actual book. This deck is a little bit different from other decks, so... Gates of Heaven. I have never pulled this card. It feels amazing. 12 reduces to a 3, and as you know on my channel, 3 is the magic number. So, yeah, let's look it up and see. It's 12, so give me a second here, and I'll look it up, and we'll see what we can read for you guys. All right. All beings have an ultimate spiritual destiny of happiness and freedom. Let me read that again. All beings have an ultimate spiritual destiny of happiness and freedom. Beloved Kuan Yin shines tireless compassion upon all life to this end. Yet sometimes attachments, lower vibrational beings, entities, and elementals become frightened of divine love and believe they will do better to hide in a human energy field instead. This blocks progress towards liberation, where human beings and lower vibrational beings can pass through the gates of heaven into peace, bliss, homecoming to the spiritual source of all life. Sometimes we need to help beings find their way to the light. They can get attached to earthly energies, people, places, and things, like trying to enter a forbidden city. They attempt to reside where they should not, within the light of the human energy field, rather than progressing spiritually on their own journey through the gates of heaven into higher consciousness of bliss. Sometimes this happens because although the journey can occur to the consciousness of the lower vibrational being, it doesn't seem possible. You may consciously sense attachments or a spiritual presence that is not of a highest vibration and needs to be released from your energy field, or you may just feel angry, tired, depleted, and not yourself sometimes. This may be because of old energies that you need to release that do not belong to you, or even from energetic influences that are not a natural part of your energy field and can be released for the greater good of all involved. The healing process below will help you even if you are unaware of the intricacies behind why you are feeling the way you do. Okay, I'm going to read a little bit about the healing through the gates of heaven, okay? Focus on your heart and imagine you can look up through the crown of your head, seeing a brilliant star of light above you that is pure white light with flecks of neon violet light around the edges and in the core of the star. Imagine that light pouring down through the crown of your head, forming a star of light above your head, in the center of your forehead, in your heart center, and in your navel, then below your feet. Imagine the light pouring down, filling those stars, and flooding through you like a river of light. Say, of my own free will, as a sovereign being of light, I now dissolve and disintegrate any contract of permission that I've ever given, consciously or unconsciously, in this or any lifetime to any being that does not love me unconditionally, to be attached to my energy field. I now release all beings, entities, attachments, or inclusions from all dimensions of my energy field in my body. I release these now with love, peace, and burn all contracts I've ever made that are associated with, page turn, them through divine grace and of my own free will, so be it. Then visualize or intend that there be a soft pink light in front of you and say, I call on the beings that love and serve this process unconditionally now to hold unconditional love and light in place. Send love to that pink light and say to all beings and inclusions that are now leaving my energy field, you will be safe, loved, accepted, and feel unfed, into the pink light of unconditional love. You will feel great. You may go to that light now if you so choose, or return to the source or the earth as you choose. But you must leave my energy field permanently now through the loving grace of Kuan Yin and my own free will. So be it. Yeah, so a lot of us who are going through some tough times, we may, you may be an empath, you may be taking on energy that doesn't belong to you, or you may be holding stagnant energy. And a lot of times stagnant energy ends up surfacing in the body. Okay, and I'm not saying that illness is all spiritual. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that, you may feel a little stressed, tired, depleted, like the book said. These gates of heaven are for everybody. And heaven is an energy. It's not a place. It's a being. It's a state of being. You can be in a state of being in heaven. All right, so I'm going to get some more oracle cards. I'm really drawn to oracle cards here the last couple of days. So let's see here. Ooh. Okay, we have Inanna, I hope I pronounced that right. The Queen of Heaven and Earth. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. If you're having a hard time, you might be feeling the energy of like rejection. Maybe you've been rejected, or maybe you feel failure or doubt, that kind of thing. And suppressing those emotions doesn't help in any way. In fact, it kind of builds that energy. That energy becomes like a knot. And we have to untie it. We have to release it. And the more that we avoid or repress our emotions, the bigger the knot gets. And it takes a lot of compassion with the gates of heaven here. You've got to have compassion for yourself and begin to understand why the knot is there in the first place. What is this energetic block? Where did it come from? A lot of times it's from trauma. It's from bad experiences. It's from baggage, from past relationships. And there's a need here to bring it to the surface. And I think that was in yesterday's reading as well. There's a real need here to purge this energy. If you need to cry, cry, okay? It's very healing. Your emotions can be a tool for healing. I know sometimes, like when I get overwhelmed, I'm not a crier, so when I start crying, I immediately have the fear that I'm not going to stop. So because I feel so much emotion, you may be feeling that as well. Like if you let the top off of this bottle, it's all gonna, like a bottle that's been shook up, it's all gonna explode and you're not gonna be able to control it. Sometimes you need to just release your emotions without any expectations, okay, of yourself. Do it in a safe place, set a safe place for you to do it. If you're angry, you need to release your anger. And that doesn't mean take it out on someone else. I feel like these two readings, yesterday and today, go together. So there's just a lot of healing going on. And there's people who are really struggling right now. The world is a weird place right now. There's just so many weird happenings going on with like disclosure, but not with the UFOs and, the pandemic, what's going on with that now. And it's a weird place. Money's been weird. Making money has been a weird thing for a lot of people. The idea of home has been redefined by a lot of people. A lot of people, through the experience of the pandemic, they let people go. They realized they didn't want to get locked down with that person again, or they wanted a person. So a lot of change has happened to our collective as a whole. Right, so let me get another card. I'm going to get this one. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Okay, this reminds me of something my friend Stormy talked to me about. The idea of writing your story, writing your future. It's funny we get this card. For many of you, it's time to let go. I know it's hard. A lot of us get attached to our emotional state, and it's comforting. That's hard to explain to someone who's never been comforted by misery, but I am one of those people that have had that experience, so I understand it. It's like a womb that you can crawl into, okay? But it's time to let that go. Let the negative thoughts, the negative state of being. When you wake up, your first thought shouldn't be, oh God, it's another day. Your first thought should be, it's another day, and if you're feeling that, I feel like dragging energy, it's time to let go. There's something you need to let go of, and only you know what it is. And it's a process. You have to honor your process, because the gates of heaven are going to be there no matter how long it takes, right? And these gates of heaven is a state of being, all right? It's letting go of those things, those thoughts, those emotions that keep us stagnant. It's letting go of fear, basically, because a lot of negative energy, negative emotions is rooted in some kind of fear of not being enough, fear of failure, or only looking at our failures. You may have a situation where you only see, you can't see your accomplishments. You only see your failure. And that's not fair to yourself. You wouldn't be that way with one of your friends. Why would you be that way with yourself? You should be your own best friend. You should be your biggest cheerleader, and you should be the most compassionate soul to yourself. All right, that's a healthy way to be when you put up good boundaries. Now, getting back to what my friend Stormy said, she talked about writing a new story. So literally, what do you want your life to be like? This is the time to think about, what do you want? What do you really want? You can let go of a lot of negativity by thinking about not what you don't have, but what you want to have and what you do have. Taking stock of what you do have and looking forward. And then every day waking up and embracing that story. So say you want a new job. So write a story where you say, hey, okay, I have a new job at blah, blah, blah corporation making $150,000 a year, and I'm happy in a new house, that kind of thing. Literally write yourself a little paragraph and then claim it every day. Whatever it is. I find my true love. I find my person, or, I buy a house, or I move. Whatever it is, write your story and then claim it every day. Claim it every day and stand in it. Stand in the power of that. All right, let me get, I'm being guided to the Starman Tarot. So let's get 3 of these. All right. There's a lot of healing going on right now. And this may be really intense stuff, really intense levels of healing for a lot of people. And it's not easy. But this gates of heaven energy, I just want you guys to hone in on that energy. That is a state of being, okay? It's a gateway within yourself. It's where you accept yourself, and you can accept love from others, and you can acknowledge your successes and also take stock of what you need to work on. It's a healthy place, a healthy way to view yourself. All right, okay. Oop. Let me get this bottom one here. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, we have the 2 of Swords. We have the Chariot. That's great. We have the King of Cups. Yeah, I'm feeling this. Okay, so the Chariot here. The Chariot is about motion and balance, but it's also, the energy riding on this Chariot is victorious. Okay, it's different from the 6 of Wands. All right, this is big victory. This is like the hero, the conquering hero, heroine, person, the conquering human, coming in to town and proclaiming their victory over their obstacles, the enemies, the war, the battle. Okay, so victory is coming over this darker, more intense energy. Okay, you're going to be able to let it go. And we have the 2 of Swords here. What I love about this 2 of Swords is that no matter which path you take in this card, you're going to end up in the same place. Okay, so at this point, Spirit is saying, make a move. And right now, as long as you move towards a more positive outlook, you start taking stock and being grateful for what you have and looking forward to the future, you're going to end up in the right place. But you have to move. If you stand where she's standing right now, you'll never get to where you want to go. You have to put movement in here. And the Chariot is saying there's movement. I think for some of you, with this King of Cups here, I feel like the King of Cups here is bringing something. Love, opportunity, clarity, whatever it is you're looking for. I feel like there is a person, place, or thing coming into your life that's really going to help you with this 2 of Swords, okay? 2 of Swords is a time for self-reflection. Like I said, taking stock of what you want and thinking about where you are and where you want to be. And, you don't have to become rigid in your manifestation either. Be fluid. Understand that life is flow, all right? And things may not manifest exactly how you want them to. However, they will manifest. So it's good to hold the highest vision of what you want and then allow the universe to work its magic and bring you the opportunity. The thing is that I feel like this energy that we've been in, the break the chain energy, this negative, it's really, I don't want to call it negative anymore because it's a catalyst. This energy is a catalyst for change, okay? When you start feeling like you're not in movement, things like you're stagnant, that is a moment of awareness that you're stagnant. That is accomplishment. A lot of people never realize that they're stagnant. They just keep staying where they are and they're not aware that they're not making any motion. If you become aware you're stagnant, then motion is possible. And victory is here. You have the King of Cups. For some of you, this is a person. All right. I'm not going to go get really deep into it, but this is love. For some of you, this is love. This is a King of Cups. The King of Cups is compassionate. And he's very creative. He means energy, not gender. He's focused, but dreamy as well. This is someone who will, well, I'm picking up that they're very intuitive. They probably are an empath or a psychic. I feel like I'm loving what it looks like. He's like riding on something. Do you see the jets here? Like he's floating. Like this person seems to be very gifted. Okay, so this is a very gifted person. This may be a very gifted person coming forward to give you an opportunity, or this could be a very gifted person coming forward to love you. So just allow the flow of your life. And I would say that there is a choice coming. And it may be a small choice in your mind, but it will have ramifications that are good. It will set up your pathway to make more choices, to walk around the trees in your path and leap over the boulders in your path. There's something about this decision that's very powerful, and it's going to give you motion. Be brave. I feel like a lot of you have something you want to do or say, and it's time to be brave and go after it, okay? Because there's victory here, and you're being supported. So, all right, guys, that's what I got today. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I love to hear from you.